And it just goes to show that all of us who have been speaking out about this and saying, like, it doesn't seem like you guys are giving Caitlyn, the kind of props that she deserves for bringing all these eyeballs and, the Caitlyn Clark effect that we talk about, viewership, money, all of those things. All of the people who were shouting this for the entire WNBA season.
Caitlyn Clark's conquest of the sports world didn't ignite with the viral Nike commercial everyone saw. It started months before, quietly, almost invisibly, in a State Farm ad no one suspected would shake the foundations of women's athletics. Back then, she was still in Iowa, a college star with raw talent, but far from the global force she would become. Yet when that ad hit screens, something electric happened. Caitlyn didn't fumble lines or tremble under the camera. She moved like she had been commanding the spotlight for a decade. Every pause, every glance, every subtle inflection screamed control. Metrics didn't rise, they detonated. That single ad eclipsed entire WNBA Finals campaigns, and every executive watching realized it instantly. Caitlyn Clark wasn't just an athlete selling a product. She was a full-blown marketing weapon. From that instant, the world's biggest brands began plotting behind closed doors. Nike, Gatorade, Wilson. Everyone wanted a stake in her rise. Boardrooms buzzed with the same whispered question. How do we claim her? But as Caitlyn's fame surged, Nike suddenly found itself under fire. Advocates for women's sports blasted the brand for silence, accusing them of ignoring the very athletes they claimed to champion. Viral Dear Nike messages went public, sharp, unrelenting, calling out every promise unkept. The pressure mounted. Would Nike stand tall or shrink away? Their answer came in a commercial that didn't just respond, it hit like a thunderclap. Visually haunting, emotionally raw, perfectly timed, the ad didn't whisper, it roared. It opened in a locker room drowned in shadow. Caitlyn sat alone. Slowly, deliberately, she lifted her head, one eye cracking open. Across the internet, fans froze. At first, it seemed a CGI snake eye, a glowing predatory iris lurking in darkness. Viewers froze the frame, zoomed, enhanced, replayed, trying to dissect every shadow, every flicker. What they uncovered shattered expectations. It wasn't a snake eye. It was something far more electric. The Black Mamba logo, Kobe Bryant's emblem, hidden deep within her pupil. One single frame became a lightning strike of symbolism, the fiercest competitor of his era silently passing the torch to the next legend. That instant ignited a storm. People who had never watched a WNBA game suddenly became obsessed, cutting the frame into fan edits, wallpapers, slow-motion breakdowns, comment sections exploding with lines like, "This isn't the future. She's the now." Nike hadn't just marketed Caitlyn, they had coronated her. And that was only the opening 10 seconds. From there, the ad escalated to full-on spectacle. Caitlyn appeared alongside Oja Wilson, Sabrina Ionesco, Sha'Carri Richardson, and other elite women, each radiating dominance and unyielding ambition. The voiceover didn't soothe, it struck. Every word confronted doubt, every phrase ripped through limitations girls are told they'll never overcome. You'll be told you can't do it, so do it anyway. You'll be told you can't win, so win anyway. You'll be told you can't break records, so shatter them anyway. Every movement, every line, every athlete carried the same defiant challenge. Try to stop us, you can't. The timing was flawless. The energy was kinetic. But it was Caitlyn who commanded the spotlight. While the stars around her impressed, every shot with Caitlyn radiated ownership, signaling she wasn't merely part of the narrative. She was the story. Within hours, the numbers confirmed it. Tens of millions of views, thousands of fan edits, viral reaction videos across platforms, trending in countries worldwide. Research firms labeled it a top-tier, emotionally explosive, cultural Super Bowl-level campaign. For a rookie in her first professional season, in a league that had never experienced global obsession at this magnitude, it was surreal. And yet, this Nike ad was only a single spark in a blaze much larger. Caitlyn had quietly seized every brand she touched, turning them into engines of frenzy. Gatorade campaign sold out water bottles, towels, and merchandise in a heartbeat. Wilson dropped special edition basketballs stamped with her initials, and they became instant collector's items. The CC monogram, once mocked online, transformed into one of the most coveted logos on apparel, posters, and merch. Kids carried Caitlyn-branded Gatorade bottles to school like trophies. Wilson basketballs with her signature designs began flooding resale platforms. The numbers weren't just impressive, they were undeniable. Every brand she aligned with saw the same explosive pattern. Viral clips, sky-high sales, massive search spikes. Engagement that shattered records in women's sports. Marketers called it the conversion effect. Not just attention, but action. Caitlyn Clark had become the most potent marketing weapon in women's basketball history. For brands, she wasn't hype, she was revenue, plain and simple. Fan reactions amplified the frenzy. Scroll through the comments under that Nike commercial and you'll find thousands declaring, this was the first WNBA ad they'd ever watched. the first Caitlyn jersey they bought, the first time they tuned into Fever highlights. Some admitted they were now watching the league purely because of her. This was a marketer's dream, a single athlete converting strangers into paying fans with one frame, one moment, one presence. And as this storm grew, the WNBA could only watch. Nike, Gatorade, the LPGA, Wilson, every major sponsor was leveraging Caitlyn more aggressively, more creatively, and more efficiently than the league itself. The truth was undeniable. Caitlyn wasn't riding the league's momentum, the league was riding hers. Right now, Caitlyn Clark was bigger than the WNBA, and the world's top brands treated her like it. But this revolution wasn't confined to boardrooms or social media algorithms. It was happening everywhere: living rooms, classrooms, sports stores, in the hands of millions of casual viewers discovering Caitlyn through advertising, not just basketball. People who had never cared about the WNBA were suddenly watching Fever highlights because she appeared in a Nike commercial. Middle school girls were demanding Wilson Caitlyn Clark basketballs. College students were feverishly tracking her shoe release. Brands weren't simply promoting her, they were shaping culture around her. And the most astonishing part? Caitlyn handled it all with effortless poise. She didn't look overwhelmed. She wasn't robotic. She didn't seem manufactured. She belonged here. The same aura from her first State Farm commercial, calm, composed, untouchable, remained. In front of the camera or behind the scenes, Caitlyn radiated authenticity. Brands didn't just crave reach, they craved truth, presence, a star who felt real. Caitlyn checked every box, better than almost anyone of her generation. Nike's decision to center the commercial around "do it anyway" wasn't marketing, it was prophecy. She was the player who dared logo threes before anyone thought women should. The one who filled arenas that had been half empty for years. The one smashing records no one believed possible. Now, she carried the league's visibility on her shoulders. The ad didn't just show her skill, it revealed her mindset. Caitlyn became a symbol of ambition, defiance, and unrelenting excellence. That's why audiences connected so deeply. And Nike wasn't the only one. The LPGA saw the spark and fanned it into a blaze. They paired her with their biggest star, streamed cameras everywhere, sold tickets, let fans get close, and transformed a simple golf event into a multi-sport cultural phenomenon. Fans shared videos of Caitlyn signing autographs for kids. Broadcasters replayed her swings as if she were Tiger Woods. The LPGA didn't merely invite her, they built an event around her, and the reaction was explosive. The contrast was undeniable. LPGA embraced Caitlyn. Nike embraced Caitlyn. Gatorade embraced Caitlyn. Wilson embraced Caitlyn. Almost every major brand had thrown its weight behind Caitlyn. Meanwhile, the WNBA often felt like it was being dragged into the modern era, kicking and screaming. Fans sensed it. Sponsors felt it. Broadcasters felt it. And whether the league admits it or not, the market had made its verdict unmistakably clear. Caitlyn Clark is now the gravitational pull of women's sports. To ignore her, or worse, to diminish her, wouldn't just be poor PR, it would be financial self-destruction. Every viral commercial, every sold-out appearance, every crossport moment proved the same unshakable truth. The world has chosen its star, and brands are following her orbit with their budgets. The question looming over everyone now is simple: what happens next? Nike's latest commercial wasn't merely another ad, it was a line in the sand, a declaration. It told every company on earth that Caitlyn Clark isn't just a promising rookie. She is a cultural revolution. And revolutions don't pause. They surge, they expand, they pull millions along in their wake. Her next shoe release will smash sales records. Her next commercial will dominate impact. Her next endorsement deal won't just be a contract. It will be a statement to the world. Brands know it. Fans know it. Even her critics can't deny it. And whether the WNBA likes it or not, the new era of sports marketing is already moving at full speed. Caitlyn Clark is the face of the biggest women's basketball commercial Nike has launched in years. Gatorade is orchestrating entire campaigns around her competitiveness. Wilson has turned her signature into a collector's holy grail. The LPGA is already scheming to feature her in even more events. Every company that hesitated a year ago is now scrambling for a single chance to feature her. This is what happens when an athlete becomes a brand. When commercials don't just sell a product, they ignite a movement. Caitlyn Clark is no longer merely driving viewership. She is shaping culture itself. And everyone watching can feel it. Every clip, every ad, every interview, every frame of that Nike commercial broadcasts the same truth. The rise of Caitlyn Clark isn't slowing down. It's only gaining momentum.